The issue with most humans within modern society is that they believe that existence revolves around humans, even though we as humans have proved in the past that there are not only multiple planets, but galaxies and universes. But the conscious awareness of most humans stay limited within their life. Now, your life can play out as a movie, and you can be the star within that movie, but also understand that there are other stars as well. You are not the only one that exists. And in seeing this, in opening your eyes, you see that there are other characters operating in the same manner with the same wishes and desires as you. And so it's taking the focal conscious point out of yourself, reverting it, shifting it over, and beginning to actually live life from a first person perspective. Most people don't live life from a first person perspective. They view life from a third person perspective where the camera is focused on them. But if you shift the camera from focusing on you to focusing on others, then you will begin to have an inclination of curiosity about these people. Most humans are incredibly interesting. Most people, they only really scratch the surface of an individual. Because we in the modern sphere, we give such simplistic identifications to people, most people, they'll see a person, believe, or have a quick conversation with a person, believe that's what that person is like. But that doesn't speak to who and what they are as a human. Because underneath the surface, underneath the hood, the makings and the functionality of that person could be so dynamic that it would take years of complex conversation to even scratch the surface of what that individual being is going through. Think about it. Most humans do not understand their own place within this existence. And so if you don't know your place in this existence, then there are numerous others that do not know their place in this existence. And so if you just have a conversation with those people, there is an infinitude of things that you can learn about this existence from them. Every single person is unique with their own inherent gifts, qualities, and talents. Every single person has the opportunity to step forward and begin to navigate within this world within their set desire or manner. But so too many people, they submit to the notion that they have no power, sovereignty, or authority. And so they give those up to foreign entities. Do not allow this to be you, but also do not gain ahead of elitism and superiority to the fact that you forget that you are human and that other people know things that you do not know. You might know a couple of things, but you do not know the unknown unknowns. And if someone can make the unknowns known to you, it might actually help you in not only understanding, developing, and improving yourself, but it can help you in helping not just others, it can help you in even attaining your desires. Unfortunately, a lot of humans on this planet are selfish. And so there's nothing wrong with having a selfish desire, but too many humans go about attaining the selfish desire at the detriment of others. Yes, you can have your cake and eat it too, but do not smash the cakes of others just so that you can get one. Open your eyes, remove the veil, and open the door so that you can allow the consciousnesses, the voices of others to reach you, and not just human beings. As we humans mistakenly believe that we are the center, and that let's do a quick thought experiment. If humanity and human beings cease to exist, let's say we as humans decide to blow ourselves to smithereens by using the atomic bombs, does the universe still not exist? We humans have grown so arrogant and prideful in our natures that we actually believe that we create the world, that we create these things. That is incredibly naive. What existed before humans? What existed before humans had the conscious awareness to think? There was still existence. We were just non-being. So allow you to realize the truth within this and understand that the whole of existence does not surround human beings. The whole of existence surrounds the whole of existence. And we do not have to be within the whole of existence. We can be removed from it, like deleting a code in a program. So don't allow yourself to only allow one stream of consciousness to reach you. What are the plants saying? What are the animals saying? Yes, animals are living, conscious beings. What is the ocean saying? This is how some individuals even experience God. This is how some individuals block off the voice of God. And this goes even deeper because we're focusing on the mental realm, but some individuals, they block off the emotions. This is how most individuals become psychopaths. This is how most individuals become sociopaths. This is how some individuals become Machiavellian. So don't begin to block off. This is how some individuals become heartless and cold because they create this sense of me and they forget we. So being open will aid you in improving your mental fitness because you'll be able to learn things from the experience of others and all that you previously would not have had access to because of your past previous viewpoint, operation, and function throughout the world. Moving to key number 3, peaks and valleys. So I said previously that every single peak is a new valley. You can always grow, you can always progress, you can always improve yourself. Every end is a new beginning. And every beginning cannot re-emerge without a rebirth. So for you, a lot of times, just when you begin a new journey, that's when you're at the valley of it. And so when you gain the full scope of competency, there'll be a new valley because there's still more for you to learn. So we'll use the educational system to paint this example. When you begin in preschool, you were in a valley, but then you reach the peak at the end of preschool, and then you moved on to the next grade. When you get to kindergarten, you start at a new valley, and then you gain competency, and then you move on to first grade. And this continues till you either graduate high school and move on to everyday life, or you go onward to college and undergrad and postgrad and maybe even doctorate and PhD. But this continues. It never ends. See, the majority of humans believe that education ends when they leave the public system. But the educational system is just a construct that humans created to teach the masses in order for them to have competency in aiding the evolution, progression, and sustainability of the species, the collective, over time. And as society advances, we need human beings on average to advance with it. This was the main reason for the educational system. But education within itself is a tool to gain not just mental prowess and ability, but it aids us in not just gathering knowledge, but interpreting it. So, and it teaches us how to utilize that knowledge within not just the internal, but the external, so that we can create and systematize things. So education never has to end. So people in the past, before the public educational system was created, a lot of individuals used to have to either have tutors, have private teachers, or they would teach themselves. And so you have the opportunity to teach yourself endlessly. This is what mental fitness is. And so instead of ending your educational journey, you can improve it, or you can continue it onward forever. There's numerous stories. Abraham Lincoln taught himself. There's numerous stories throughout history where individuals didn't necessarily take the straight public educational route and still came out on the other side brighter and better than those that went in the public educational system. So education is a tool, just like fitness is a tool. And so you can use education in relation and in tow with fitness in order to improve your mental capabilities and abilities and capacity. And this is very important for us humans within the modern sphere, because as society advances, we elevate to higher and higher realms. And so, for example, most humans in the past probably could have made a decent living being labor workers, meaning that they use their bodies and work in order to gather resources. But as society has advanced, we have moved away from the physical realm in order to gather resources and to make money to more mental prowess and abilities. So modern society values one's mental capabilities. And so in the future, it will probably advance to, and it's already on the teetering edge of the emotional plane and the spiritual plane, where humans will value this in order to create and systematize things. But at any top level of any industry or financial accumulation, there is a spiritual nature to it. And so by elevating your mental fitness, it will allow you to see and how you can tap into the other realms. Because the third eye is nothing but mind piercing out and relating to the external environment. And you're not using your eyes so much to interpret, you're using mind to interpret. So by viewing the peaks and the valleys as what they are, you always understand that you can always climb and grow and go higher and higher. And this might scare a lot of individuals. A lot of individuals might believe that they'll never make it. But I promise you guys, if you begin a journey right now in improving yourself in your mental capabilities, and you just do just a year every day, and you improve by 1%, 1% a week, in a year, you just grew by 52%. In 10 years, you just grew by 520%. And most humans aren't doing this work. Most humans, after high school or after college, they stop improving themselves. So if you, no matter where you start, if you improve yourself